Hey y'all, Moses here. Just wanted to say thank you for continuing to support PUBG Dailies. This series has been very well received so far. I've been very happy with the responses, the questions, the submissions. If you're interested in submitting to PUBG Dailies, the link is in the description of this video. Not every submission will be selected. I just wanted to make that clear. I'm not able to watch the literal hundreds of submissions that I've received so far, but keep sending them in. I need fresh entries to keep the series fresh. I just wanted to say, if you are interested in supporting the channel, the link to Patreon is down below as well. That goes a long way to helping the channel, as well as following me on Twitch and coming to watch the live stream, subscribing there if you want. You get a free subscription with Amazon Prime you can use if you have Amazon Prime. So twitch.tv/wtfmoses. I've pre-recorded all of these dailies for the week, so I'm going to try and get them all recorded on one day and then put them out through the week, so there won't be like custom intros like there were in the past. I do stream the recording sessions on the Twitch channel as well as YouTube, so you can check them out wherever you like. But ultimately, I just want to say thank you guys for continuing to support the series and the channel. And without further ado, I will get to the first week and the first day of the new series of PUBG Daily. So enjoy. Hello and welcome to PUBG Dailies. I am WTF Moses, and today we're going to be taking a look at Hercules. He is in the 16 or 1700 rating. I can't recall exactly where, but he's in the mid-tier of rating. So he's playing a solo game on Erangel, and we'll be taking a look at his gameplay. Now, judging by the length of the game, he definitely makes it further into the end game, so we'll be interested to see how it goes. So for now, we're joining him in the plane, and let's get started. Alrighty, so we're going to be moving along. Relative pace here. Looks like Hercules is going to want to wait to jump out later in the plane path. Going to be opting for the Georgia Pole area. Going to be headed to the crates. Now, the crates are not one of my favorite loot spots. It's relatively slow going in the crates themselves, but they're not bad for loot. Starting in the warehouse is generally a good idea. So just looking around, he is going to have some company, most of which are away from him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players nearby. And we'll begin his loot phase without a weapon. Jumping onto the crates early. Grab himself a gun. So good start. Really important to try and limit your time up on those crates. They provide an easy target for people to shoot at. Relatively cautious. So only one mag with the 416, so grabbing the ump as a backup, good choice. So if he can find himself a helmet, he'll be pretty much operational here. Pick up a 4X, which is good. Really helpful piece of loot, especially when you're exactly looking up at the crates and seeing if there's anyone lurking around. Definitely not ready to go just yet. It's really important to grab the helmet and the vest at a minimum before starting to take fights, because, you know, one pop from the M16 or really any other weapon earlier in this game is going to mean that you're taking an intense amount of damage or you're just knocked out immediately. So bypass the backpack and the guard hut. Guard huts often have at least one loot spawn in there, but I think he's more interested in the helmet right now. So we can definitely hear that trade happening nearby. Still without a helmet and a backpack. Ooh. Takes one down. Nice. Nice angle. I like it. Made the guy basically peek all the way out into him. Didn't damage the level 3 helmet as far as I could tell. Picks himself up some loot. That's a bug. Don't worry. And a bunch of crates to pick from now. So got himself a level 3 helmet now. Silencer. There you go. See? Getting into fights early can provide you with some nice loot, especially in a place like South George. So nice first engagement. So level 2 vest, level 3 helmet, silenced ump, silenced M4. No grip just yet. Chilling. The circle is with him for now. So that's a plus. Probably going to continue looting for now. Likes to jump clearly. Down the backpack he missed earlier. All right. So we will allow Hercules to finish his looting phase. We're going to jump ahead here into the mid game, see where we can rejoin our hero shortly. All right. So here we are, chilling. Hasn't moved too far from home just yet. Still in Georgie. About 2 minutes left in this next zone, so just inclined to be hanging out in this house. So there is someone nearby. He's going to hold here for a while. This is, you know, not the worst tactic ever. He's outside the zone. Maybe would like to see him make an effort to get there a little bit sooner. Across now. Oop, spots a player. Or does he? Oh, now he does. Ooh, trading. Taken quite low there. Both individuals having the same idea at the same time, clearly. Taking a bunch of damage there. Alrighty. The other guy had a level 3 helmet. I'm not sure if he took any damage there, but so far he still has a minute left. He's got a vehicle there to use. I think he's right now just kind of holding to see if anyone else creeps out. It's good to kind of take a little bit of a break after a fight to see if anyone comes crawling around, taking a look at the fight they might have heard. So just getting looted up, or continuing to loot, I should say. Got himself a level 3 vest now as well. So fairly kitted. Looks like he's going to grab the old UAZ here. So central circle. A lot of players want to head into this area here, so there we go. Ooh, high flying. Wow. Okay, well he caught that guy off guard. Not a huge fan of the up close 4x, but picks up another nice kill. Going for the immediate loot. Not sure what he needs. Maybe the Car 98. Probably switching out to the car, yeah. So he's switched out to the Car 98. So sniper in the M4, arguably one of the, if not the best combinations. Going to stick with the 4x on both weapons right now. Maybe not having a a red dot to use, but will now be riding the edge of the zone. So he'll be late in transition, and you see when you're late in transition, people will get ahead of you and hold the edge of the zone. So the Gatka region, relatively populated. Headed right into the edge here. You can see Titus Buttle here. Oh, looks like he might go for the vehicle strike. Misses again, so both approaches. So one thing to note, guys, that I really like that he's doing is that when he stops his vehicle, he stops broadside and jumps out on the left. So he's using the vehicle for cover. He's done that twice now. So you can see here both times he's come across someone in the open is he drives past, hits the brakes, power slides, and jumps out in cover. And then basically gives this guy zero room for maneuverability. So that's something that if you don't have bound, a nice thing to bind is a quick switch button. I use tilde. So to the left of your 1 key on any standard keyboard, I have that bound to switch me into the passenger seat. So even if you don't have time, you can switch to the other side of the vehicle and jump out. So if you get broadside, like if there was another guy over here, for instance, you could switch over to your side seat, jump out and cover as well. So you can also do the same thing with a back seat driver side bind as well. So really, really that's just good behavior. So sees another guy way over. Oh, downs him with a headshot. A little bit delayed is the sound, but he took him out as well. So nice shooting so far from Hercules. Picked himself up a nice couple of kills. Some more loot. Got himself an SR suppressor now. So you can see, again, the loot snowball is real. Only took a shot off the arm there, so his vest and helmet are in good shape. So silence Car 98, silence M4, the dream. Good use of the vehicle so far. Headed into another compound, or maybe bypassing. So the new zone has popped. Look at all these players on the edge of the zone. Like, that's how many people center at this time. There's 26 still alive, and most of them are represented here. Yeah, I know this guy. Beef Wellington. I know this guy. Bit of a tough stop there. Just in on the edge. He'll get there eventually. So he's going to opt to stop here. All right, so he's actually sharing a compound here. He actually doesn't have a red dot, which is strange. Ooh, spots a guy. Pops him in the dome. Getting aggressive. This window is already broken. Pops in. Hey, how are you? Nice, dude. He's doing well. Lots of level 3 helmets in this game so far. Can hear more fire nearby. Looking around. So he secured himself a nice edge compound here. There's going to be lots of map pressure on this side of the map. So I think he could probably just chill here for a little while. No need to move just yet because this still has some water in it. I would expect the zone to probably come in around here, but you can never quite tell. It could wind up in the fields as well. This is a common ending zone. So no real way to know what's going to happen with the circle, but luckily we can speed it up a little bit and find out. So found himself a red dot. I really like the way he pressures. Like, he lands shots, then immediately puts pressure. The opponents he's come across have been relatively poor at positioning, so I can't really say that he's going across the highest level of competition. But he has been managing what's handed to him quite well, so far so good. All right, so new zone is closing. We'll see what he gets for a circle. He knows where those fights are happening. All right, So not quite a favored zone, but still in good position so far. Ooh, he got an M24. I guess he just found himself that. So there you go. And that's a nice pickup. I'm not sure if he didn't notice that. Oh, and a 15X. Well, what a lucky fella. Extended mag. Now he's kidded. Now he's kidded. That scope is gigantic. All right, so lots of audio information coming out. He doesn't have to go too far to the zone, but he does have to move. Just judging by where he's at. So if he wants to get into the zone, he has to go this way. So there's a little bit of ridge cover here if he just wants to duck out and get in. But there's also this wooden shack, the base of this ridge. Even coming up here would be okay. I think he would be in around here. I think this is a good spot around here. But you have that high side flank there as well. So we'll see what path he chooses. And we'll see what goes on here. So I think that he's probably just going to want to ride this zone in. He doesn't have anyone anywhere near him. Well, he's got this guy up here, but for the most part, he's just kind of looking around, seeing if there's anyone in the fields. Spots that vehicle. Might see LB out in the field there. Peeking out there. He has heard the shots, but the zone is here, so he's got to go. So he's going to opt to coming nice and close there. It looks like he spotted J1 Sung up there in the blue. What? Damn, the moving headshot. All right. Nice job, Hercules. Through the trees, no less. Damn, I'd be salty if that was me getting... If I got shot like that, I'd be salty. I probably wouldn't be late to the zone, but damn, that was a nice shot. No cover, though. So he's waited a little bit too long, and now he's just running an open field. So good gear, but not ideal pathing. Looks like he's going to head over to the shack. So 8 alive. So he's got LB a little further away. He's got the shack. Looking around in the field. So you got to be really wary of like sneaky snakes in this situation. All right. So looking at the edge of the zone, right. Relatively the right thing to do. I would like to see him inside the shack, to be honest. I mean, the shack's in. You might as well utilize the cover you've got if you're going to look behind you. But there's lots of opportunity for snakes to sneak up on you here. Use the 15X, get some vision. So unaware of the player looking right at him on his right. But he does have the zone, so all good for now. Just kind of coasting. He can hear the silent shot, so he's just... Oh, there we go. Hey, how are you? You're going to see another long distance headshot. See Neo Frost, but Frost is moving around. Lands one. Oh, now he's getting flanked. So the player that was there snuck up on him. Nice recovery. Oh, damn. That's nice, dude. Nice reaction time. You got to get in the shack to med, though. No reason not to go in the shack to med. All right, so we're now in the top 5. Lots of time remaining on the clock. Still in decent position. has to rotate a little bit into the zone. So he can push the gap on the edge, which is nice. Like that's still a good circle for him, in my opinion. So let's see what he does. So what I mean, and just for those who don't understand what I mean. So in his case, most players will move this direction, and you can already see El Beeb probably hearing the shots in the fight from before is looking this way. So El Beeb has the best spot, I would say, in the zone right now. I think he even has a ridge. Yeah, he's got a little ridge here to work with. So he's got a really good spot right now. He's in the zone, and all he's got to do is basically hold this angle that Hercules could potentially take. But Hercules could also get all the way into the zone in cover here. He could come up to this ridge. So this is a good spot too. So this is the way I would come, but I think El Beeb is aware of that. He's got the Tommy gun and looks like a 416. So, yeah, I mean, he could easily destroy the shack too, like put some holes in it. But regardless, Hercules should probably push the gap. But he's got lots of time. He's got about a minute before he has to move, and he doesn't have that far to go. So creeping over. Probably don't want to have the sniper out at this point. You can't react to someone this close to you if you've got the sniper rifle out, and with the 15x you wouldn't even be able to scope on them properly. There you go. Yeah, still. I mean, whatever. The 4x is fine, but I would rather have the red dot on my weapon here. I don't know if he might not know El Beeb is there. I'm getting a little nervous for him at this point. Checking the rock. That's the last time he saw a guy, but Neofrost has already left. You got to be worried about the shack here. Definitely the shack and the edge of the zone. So he's being smart. He's pushing the edge, checking. Something tells me, though, that El Beeb is going to flank him here. Yeah, he's probably going to take a shot at someone, and then El Beeb is going to pop out and kill him. Ooh, dang. Or he's going to get spotted. The zone, dude. Uh-oh. I think he's out of space. Yeah, he's out of space. El Beeb will have heard him now. He's got the wrong weapon out. And now he's medding. El Beeb's going to jump out and kill him. Oh, God. Be careful. You got to clear that shack. You have to clear that shack in this position. Or he's not full health either. He might get a headshot by Neofrost. If he takes a headshot here, I think he dies. Ooh, another headshot there. Back off, dude. Use your meds. El Beeb. El Beeb's there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, dude. He's pressing you. You got not enough time. You got a 4x on your gun. Oh, man. That sucks. All right. So a couple of things. The first one is I really liked his aggression, and for the most part, how he like his gunfighting was really good. I really like that. In the end game, I think his primary mistake was not clearing out the, like if you're here and this is clear with I think 5 remaining, and you know the play zone, etc. being a factor, you have to just like where would I be? This right here is the only like good cover available. Even though like this is a destructible shack, there's a motorcycle right here. Like what are the chances that this motorcycle is here? Well, maybe you wouldn't have seen the box, but I think you would have been able to see the motorcycle from where he was. Yeah, like if he came this way, he would have seen the fact that there's a motorcycle sitting there. There's a motorcycle there. You have to clear this shack. You absolutely have to. I mean, he had the firepower to just break down a wall and still stay in cover and get that information, or throw a grenade and blow it up. Like there's no need to assume that this is empty. I think that if he clears this shack and he got the zone too, man. Like all he's got to do is hold this ridge against Neofrost, and I would probably come off the 15x as well. I would probably switch out to the 4x. Gives you more vision, easier to track the target, that kind of stuff. Have the 4x on the M4, put some shots on a Neofrost, follow up with the AR. 3 left. I mean, yeah, you just gotta clear the shack. That was really the linchpin. But otherwise, I liked it. I liked the way that he handled the game, and I think that it was really his end game decision making, and just that one little mistake that kind of cost him. I mean, LB just struck absolute gold here. He's got everything you could ever want. And then he's going into it. Actually, you know what? To be honest, I bet Neofrost. Does it keep going? No. So I bet you Neofrost presses over here. Maybe. I mean, even still, like, look how good the position is. Neofrost has to rotate into the zone. He has to come to a minimum. Like, the rock is his best choice, and this is it. So I really think that if he clears that shack, this is a win. Yeah. Jabbing needles in his arm. All right. So at this point, I will open it up to the chat for some questions before we move on to the next replay. Not surprising. He didn't use the shack either. He plain avoided, so maybe did not consider them important in that regard. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I nade the shack personally. He had the best spot in the zone. He just needed to nade the shack.